Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Today I want to have a look at the Amazon Fire TV versus the Google Chromecast. So I'm going to just hit you guys up with the killer facts and then leave the small stuff for later. But ultimately, the price is about $50 Canadian and $45 Canadian. Now, with the Google Chromecast, what you see is what you get. This is the unit, you plug it in, and actually it has a charger and a cable that you can run to the charger. For both of these things, I would definitely recommend that you use external power, as in the power cable, the USB cable coming from here. Use the power plug. Don't plug it into your TV because, especially if you got a really cheap Boxing Day or Black Friday special, then I'm talking about your TV. If you get a Black Friday special, then what you're going to run into is this really cheap. Maybe the capacitors are bad, and if you're drawing too much power off of it, you might actually kill it, unfortunately. So definitely plug them in externally. Don't plug them into your TV unless you really know what's going on. Now, the Amazon Fire TV stick also comes with the remote control. Unfortunately, I lost it because I have children, and you guys know how that goes. Anyways, it's okay because you can use any smartphone. You can download the app. You can connect to it directly, which is awesome. I got it on 3 phones. I have lost the remote, but that doesn't really matter because it's a real easy download, real easy to use too. So again, I'm going to get into the fine details soon enough, but just straight up front, if you have a Google Home, you want to get you want to get a Chromecast. If you have Amazon Alexa, you want to get the Fire Stick. Now, on their own, the Amazon Fire Stick is definitely worth an extra $5, especially if you have Amazon Prime, because you get the remote, because you have the ability to watch Prime. Again, unbelievably easy. I gotta say, for something that is on an Android platform, I believe this is made on an Android platform, it is so easy. I have not yet had any Android rage with this unit. It just worked. It came to me set up. It came to me set up. I didn't have to put in a password or anything. And since I have Amazon Prime, I have the availability to look at all of the Prime movies. And there's some good stuff on there. There's a lot of really bad stuff on there, but we're going to get into that in a bit. Anyways, with the Amazon Prime stick, you can watch the Prime videos. You can see Netflix through a hack. I'll get to that in a second. And you can also have you can watch Netflix easy. You can watch YouTube through a hack. Has Netflix, no problem. No problem at all with Netflix. Now, the reason why you have a problem seeing YouTube is Google pulled the ability from these units to play YouTube videos. That's because YouTube is owned by Google. Amazon refuses to carry the Chromecast because they want to corner the market. And because of that, Google is upset with them. Because of that, they have made their fledgling little unit, YouTube, unavailable on the Amazon stick. But I gotta say, man, just so nice. I'm really happy that I'm happy that I have both of them. But honestly, I use the Amazon stick more than the Chromecast. But let's talk a little more about the Chromecast. $5 less than the Amazon Fire Stick. You can't do much with it unless you have a laptop, a cell phone. There might be something else that you can control this with, but ultimately, if you just had this and you gave it to grandma, it would be totally useless unless your grandma knew how to use a smartphone. And I'm sorry to all those maybe 40-year-old grandmas out there. I'm saying for my age, for my grandparents are about, oh man, my grandparents are about 80 years old now. So I know there's a lot of really in the know grandparents out there, but I'm telling you, for my grandma, that this wouldn't have done it. Again, you got to have a laptop, you got to have a cell phone, you got to have a smartphone in order to control one of these. But once you do, you have no problem watching anything on YouTube. You get Netflix, you get a lot of little stuff. If you got a kid at home that loves to play, that loves to get into the code, loves to get into the program, maybe not the code, but just there's a lot of little cute, interesting Android-ish things that you can do with the Chromecast. But gotta say, at the end of the day, when it comes to the full body potential for what works the best, what works the easiest, I definitely love my Amazon Fire Stick. Got it down here in the basement, so I finally had to move everything to my basement and have one unit down there to use. And the Amazon Fire Stick was just great. So as soon as you plug in your Fire Stick, that's what it's going to look like. And I have the app right here. Come on, autofocus. For Fire TV, just like that. Really easy to set up. You just click. There you are. That's home, back, next, pause. As you know. So yeah, if you want to go to YouTube on the Fire Stick, you got to use the Silk browser. If the YouTube app won't work, and with the Silk browser, it's just like browsing the website. It ain't bad. It's not really seamless. I don't notice any issues with it. Now, Prime Video, of course, you have to subscribe to Amazon Prime to get this. Man, it has some good stuff, but oh shoot, sorry. Yeah, it has some good stuff, but man, it has some really bad stuff too. And some of the stuff is so bad it's good. Like when I say good stuff, like The Tick is awesome. They got enough crazy stuff here to keep all the kids happy. Married with Children, very good stuff. And okay, you got to check this out, Gigantor. Gigantor is like a 1960s Japanese animated good time show. Okay, now remember when I said it was so bad that it was good? This is pretty much what I'm talking about. Really, really cheap Asian anime from way back in the day. It's all about a big bot named Gigantor, but I'll be darned if I even see the guy show up. The little kid's got this box, he presses a little button, and Gigantor shows up. But geez, oh, there, he just summoned him. I seen that. Maybe we can see him. Nope, not today. There's our boy Giganto. Of course, when I'm trying to review it, it stops working. Alright, so yeah, we got things like House, Third Rock from the Sun, Highlander, all kinds of good stuff. If you got kids that just want to sit on the couch and consume any kind of media, this is fine. This is definitely good. You definitely want one of these if you have Prime and you are a cable cutter. All kinds of good stuff, all kinds of old good stuff. Not so much new good stuff, definitely old good stuff. Kindergarten Cop, man, I hadn't seen that one in so long. I actually watched it the other day and I was blown away by it. Animation things like Fire and Ice that, geez, I don't even know that kind of animation existed. That's just some crazy stuff. I gotta say, if you guys like monster movies, there's definitely a lot of horrible ones on this one. This one's called Attack of the Monsters. I swear I've never seen anything quite like it. Monsters lived inside of the earth until they got smart enough to be like humans, and then they started attacking. That one speaks English. These are English-speaking dinosaurs. This is just beautiful. I'd never heard of this, and so this animation in with it, cut in with it too. And between the Japanese animation and these, that guy's so freaky. There it is. It's just, oh man, it's like they were trying to make 5 cartoon episodes of this. Maybe they did, and it showed somewhere else. And here they just threw it all in for one movie. But it's a very cheap Power Rangers-esque. I'm telling you, these are so bad that they're good. I could just sit down here all day and watch these horrible things that I never knew existed. Of course, you got other apps and games that you can install, but honestly, you'll probably never ever watch or listen to TED Talks, Low Carb. These are the kinds of things I love downloading all kinds of them and then never actually using them. Crossy Road, interesting little game. Of course, they got their own free Pac-Man game. Oh yeah, that's the fun stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Boy, I tell you what. Man, I'll tell you, this is definitely a lot better if you have the remote control. Of course, next up, let's have a look at the Netflix. Gotta say, Netflix travels really quick. Looks really good on this. I got my router just upstairs. It's an AC router. Of course, this unit takes AC Wi-Fi, very good, very quick, but of course AC only works if you're more or less in line of sight. Even if you are out of your line of sight and behind maybe even a window, then AC doesn't work nearly as good as it could. So here you see Netflix shows up, looks real good, works real good. What can I say? This is Netflix. I don't need to do a review on Netflix. You all know what that's like. Alright, so as I said, the YouTube app does not work. Go to the Silk browser. Go to YouTube, and from there you'll have YouTube. So yeah, this is what YouTube looks like. Kind of generic, could look a lot nicer, but hey, it works, and if you're searching for something, you can find it. And that's the Amazon Fire TV. Let me show you how to use the Google Chromecast. One thing I should definitely mention is that they both have beautiful screensavers when you're not doing anything. Alright, now getting back to the fact that you should just go with whatever home voice assistant unit you have. I have the Google Home Assistants and the Chromecast. They get along very well. So because of that, I can do stuff like this. Hey Google, play Eli the Computer Guy videos from YouTube.
Alright, playing Eli the Computer Guy from YouTube on LuvuGen Chromecast.
And there we go. Now when I first got these assistants, I could actually play YouTube video through the Chromecast, but I can't seem to do that anymore. Oh, this is actually Eli's latest video. I gotta play this yet. Now this is what happens when you ask Google to show you the weather verbally. Now if I had Amazon Alexa, I could do these same kind of things when I was using the Amazon Fire. Unfortunately, I like the Google Assistant more than I like Alexa, or at least more than I'd like to switch over to anything else. Now, of course, what you need to do is you got to get on your phone, find the YouTube video you want to watch, and then hit the cast button, the red button up high. And now it's supposed to be playing. Oh no, it changed what I was watching. Okay, let's get something else. Okay, I'll press play there, and it comes up on the screen just like that. So it's the same kind of idea like with Netflix. You go onto your phone, you find what Netflix video you want, you cast it, and it kind of takes a little bit of batteries away from your phone, which I'm not a big fan of. Okay, yeah, so let's play some Dino Trucks. And then I'll skip the intro. Hopefully I don't get demonetized because of this. And where is it? Yeah, the cast right there. Hit the cast. Tell it which Chromecast you want to hit. And away you go. Away you go. So yeah, ultimately the Chromecast is like half of a tool. It's a very awesome half of a tool, but it's still just half of a tool. You still have to have a laptop or something to tell it to play X, Y, or Z. You know what? I'm curious. What happens? I'm pretty sure if I turn this phone off, it'll stop sending. So if you need to leave for pizza and you're casting, it'll stop. We'll see. Nope, looks like I was wrong. I've had this thing, had this phone off for about 5 minutes now, and she's still playing nicely. By the way, you can actually cast to the Fire Stick too. Come on. Alright, so you're supposed to be able to cast to it, but it's just not working for me. Honestly, I never cast, so I can't tell you if this had worked in the past either. Hopefully it's just some temporary difficulty I'm having. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your quintessential basics on the Amazon Fire versus the Google Chromecast. Once again, I would go with whatever verbal assistant supported device that you can. If you got Alexa, get Fire. If you have Google, if you have whatever Google has, then go with the Google Assistant. If you have Google Voice Assistant, geez, you know, even if you have an Android, or if you have enough money, shoot, just go with both of them. You get 2 units for under $100. You can't go wrong. You'll love them all day long. Definitely very good stuff. Very good stuff. You can have one in one room, the other in the other. This is my only. This is the only entertainment unit that I have downstairs, and it is the Amazon Fire TV. It works really good. Come down here with my daughter all the time. We just hang out, watch some horrible shows, and play some My Little Ponies. That's what I'm talking about. My Little Ponies. That's the best. Anyways, that's it from me. Have a good one, folks. Take care of each other. Catch you later.